Good morning. I'm Chris at Orange County Farm Supply. Welcome back to Chris's Corner. Today, I want to discuss 3 topics. A, how to amend your garden for fall planting and why. B, improving raised beds that are depleted from spring and summer growing, lacking nutrients. So we call that recharging. And C, doing preparation for turf. We're going to discuss seeding. October is really the best month in Southern California for seeding turf grass. So we'll discuss all 3 options. Today, right now, hi Freya, we're going to talk about amending with Harvest Supreme and why you should do it. If I have existing soil, I can take this material and mix it 1-to-1 with native soil and just amend, dig it in to 6 inches deep. It's 15% chicken manure. There's worm castings, bat guano, kelp meal. There's a special thing in it called mycorrhizae. Mycorrhizae is a beneficial fungus. When I use Harvest Supreme, I can either dig it in or I can mulch with it, either way. It's OMRI, so that means it's organically certified, and California Department of Food and Agriculture. It's also certified with the CDFA. So we just blend this in, and I can plant all my brassicas and fall vegetables. I brought these items out to show you too, because no problem adding these when amending native soils. Okay, so the B subject is recharging. And gypsum, organic fertilizer that has mycorrhizae, has the inoculant mycorrhizae, which is a beneficial fungus. Volcanic rock dust to replace minerals that have been depleted. There's iron, zinc, manganese, all sorts of little trace elements in rock dust. And as you can see, it's very, very fine. It's micronized. So you can see it falling. It's very, very fine. Earthworm castings. Okay, so gypsum is calcium sulfate to put calcium back into the soil. Also, gypsum is going to neutralize salts. Here we have a 555 pelletized organic fertilizer that has the beneficial mycorrhizae. Your minerals, and then the worm castings are for, we'll just say biology. It's very high in, we'll say, probiotic bacteria. It builds up soil tremendously. And that should cover those 2 subjects. Now we're ready to talk about turf grass. And in Southern California, the best time to do it is the first week of October. All summer long, the soil's been heating up. It's even heating up even more as we're speaking. And by October, it's usually at its peak. But the important thing is we have cooler night air. And when you are seeding cool season grasses, such as tall fescues, perennial or annual rye, that's a perfect combination. Very warm soil with cool night air. Even though some days in October, our days can get hot, over 100 degrees from time to time. But when seeding, basically all the seeds I just mentioned are 1 pound for every 100 square feet. And we're going to show you some bags up here. These are all 50-pound bags, each one. But here at Orange County Farm Supply, we're one of the very few places that break the bags open, and we sell them per pound. So you don't have to buy a whole bag. But starting with tall fescue. Tall fescue has a very good reputation in Southern California. It's evergreen grass. It doesn't go dormant. It's green all year long. It can go 18-inch deep with its root system. And if you were to seed it the first week of October, and you probably get germination as quickly as 4 to 5 days on good cultural conditions. Tall fescue is seeded very lightly, 1 pound to 100 square feet. It should be so light that the seeds don't even touch each other. And when you get let's just say a square foot, and there's just maybe 30, 40 seeds in a square foot, all it takes is maybe 2 or 3 seeds to survive out of that, because in time, one seed, one blade, in 6 months will become a clump about that big. So whenever you see a healthy tall fescue turf, it's a bunch of neighboring clumps next to each other. So when seeding, less is more. We need to cover the seed with topper. So for every 1,000 square feet, I'd recommend 10 pounds of the Drought Buster tall fescue and 4 bags of topper. So again, when I'm covering, less is more. 4 bags for every 1,000 square feet should achieve about 1/8 of an inch thick. Okay, moving on, we have annual rye, which is becoming less popular, but it still plays an important role. The thing about annual rye, you don't have to cover it with topper. You can if you want. If you've got 1,000 birds watching you as you're spreading the seed down, it's a good idea to cover it just a little bit, but you don't have to cover rye. Even perennial rye, you don't have to cover. So here's a perennial rye. That means it's year-round. Annual rye will die off. If you seed in October, it should be dying off by usually April, May. And with perennial rye, it's year-round. So this is Trifecta, and then we also have Desert Star. And we sell those per pound. Again, a pound per 100 is a typical rate, but you can go heavier with all the rye, whether it's annual rye or perennial rye. You could have a whole bunch of competition. You could have the seeds touching each other. That's fine. They can do that, and it'll come up nice and thick. They won't be competing against each other like they would with a tall fescue. So all of these would probably germinate as quickly as 3 to 4 days with good weather conditions in the first week of October. As far as preparing the soil, you want to use something called soil building conditioner. This is soil building conditioner. I could till this in before planting a turf grass. It has gypsum in it, which breaks up the clay. It's a wood base. There's worm castings, bat guano, kelp meal, and again, that very important inoculant called mycorrhizae, which is right there. It has the mycorrhizae in it. It's good to put in before you plant your seed. Okay, just wanted to invite you all to our annual Harvest Festival. It's coming up this September 28th. We're going to have fun games and prizes and giveaways, vendors. We're going to have the Orange County Fire Department barbecue for us. So we'd love to have you come and enjoy our festival on Saturday, the 28th of September. Thank you for watching. Chris at Chris's Corner at Orange County Farm Supply, and let's grow together.